Hey guys, Fizz here, and well, it's that time of year again. It's time for us to take a look back at all the wonderful games that this year's had to offer, and sort them into the 10 best games of 2015. Enjoy! At number 10, we have Dying Light. Now, this game is made by the same people who made Dead Island, another pretty great game, but you can really tell right away after playing this game that this is the game that they wanted to make from the beginning. It's a zombie game, a parkour game with the same crafting elements as Dead Island, but it just feels a lot more fluid, a lot more focused. Dead Island was really all over the place and had a lot of bugs and glitches and stuff. Not that this game is glitch-free, but it definitely does have a higher level of polish to it. A more final experience, if you could say that. Dead Island felt kind of unfinished in some areas and really unfocused, and this game basically goes to absolve all of Dead Island's sins. It really is a fantastic game, came out really early this year, and it was actually kind of a surprise. A lot of people were thinking that the people behind Dead Island really couldn't make a game better, you know, a good game at all, but trust me, give this game a shot. It's a really fun experience. Coming in at number 9, we have Undertale. Now, Undertale is a bit of a weird one to explain, and if you haven't played it, you can't really understand exactly what makes it so brilliant. It definitely is a game you need to experience, not just see or hear about. I will tell you this, it does a lot of really cool, unique things with the RPG genre, I guess you could say. It definitely is a pretty fun game, and it'll make you a little bit emotional if you're anything like me, so go ahead and give it a shot. I definitely recommend it. Coming in at number 8, we have Rock Band 4. Now, this is a game I'm very happy to say is on this list because Rock Band has always been a very important part of my life. Guitar Hero is kind of where I got started playing all these awesome music games. But as Guitar Hero has kind of fallen off the map lately, and Guitar Hero Live is a steaming pile of dog crap, I decided to put Rock Band 4 on this list. The game is good. The music is all good, but you can also import your old music from the first couple games. The new instruments are really good, but you can also use your old instruments from the 360 or PS3, of course only in the family. It's just a solid music game. It's a great party game to have around the house. Music games have always been really good. And it's just fun. I've always loved Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and while Guitar Hero tried to stray away from the formula, Rock Band embraces it in stride and just gives you that good old-fashioned Rock Band gameplay you've expected, just better. Here at number 7, we have Halo 5 Guardians. Now, Halo 5 is a bit of an oddball. Halo, as many people know, is my favorite gaming franchise ever, really. And I love Halo so much, and while Halo 5 does stumble in a few areas, I feel like its multiplayer is one of the strongest in series history, and that's why it's on this list. It may not be the perfect Halo game, it may not be the best game of the year, but it's still a damn good game. Stunning visuals, amazing audio, 60 FPS for the first time in series history, new multiplayer modes, a more competitive focused multiplayer. The list goes on and on, man. There's all kinds of great things that this game has done, and I feel like it's definitely worthy of this list. And once again, NetherRealm Studios knocks it out of the park with another amazing fighting game. The story mode is awesome, taking place just right after Mortal Kombat 9, and and then skips forward 20 years to show us the next generation of Mortal Kombat combatants. It plays really smoothly, it looks gorgeous, and it's just a really solid fighting game. I would say it's the best fighting game of the year. Not that there was many fighting games that came out this year, but definitely the best fighting game of the year. Seriously, if you haven't played this, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's just good. It's just really good. I mean, not often do you find fighting games that have really involving story modes, but they did it somehow. They really did it. Coming in at number 5, we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, the sequel to the 2013 Tomb Raider reboot, which was a really good game. This game is better in every way. The puzzles are better, the combat is better, the visuals are better, the sound is better, the characters are better. Everything about this game is just better. It's a fun adventure game with puzzles. It's very Uncharted-y, actually. You know, a lot of people really compare it to Uncharted. but it's like an Uncharted game, but with a bit more exploration and adventure. In Uncharted, it's very, linear. Not saying it's a bad thing, I love Uncharted, but in Uncharted it's really linear. This game is really open, lets you do a lot of really neat things with crafting and surviving, because ultimately that's kind of her goal, survival. It's also really neat seeing how much she's changed and grown since the last game. She's a lot less sexualized in this game as she was in the past, especially in the old 90s and early 2000s games. She's just a person trying to survive and trying to do right by her dad, and I think that's really great. There's some pretty solid story moments in this game that really have you questioning your morality, and just play it, man. I know a lot of you are waiting for it to come to PC or PS4, and when it does, play this game, because it is seriously one of the best games that came out this year. There's something I've always loved about the Souls series. They're not afraid to completely kick your butt and leave you broken and bruised and begging for mercy, and then at the very last moment when you think you might be able to pull it through, they kill you. They rip your head off, and a bunch of maggots will eat your completely decaying body. That pretty much sums up all of the Dark Souls, the Demon Souls, and now Bloodborne. Bloodborne is a great game. You're gonna die. Oh, you're going to die a lot. The game doesn't tell you the controls, doesn't tell you how to do crap. You gotta figure it out for yourself, and on top of that, everything is out to kill you, and they will kill you, trust me. This game is super hard, like all the rest of the Souls games, but I find that this game has a much unique atmosphere and kind of a different playing style than the other Souls games that I find really enjoyable. While I do love Dark Souls, I think I like Bloodborne a bit more. I love the atmosphere, I love everything about it. The story is there, it's not really, you gotta dig a bit for the story, but it is there and it's good. Overall, my time with this game has been agonizing, but in a good way. I don't know how else to say it, but this game is painfully difficult, painfully brutal. It will mess you up, but it'll leave you up at night for hours just trying to get past a boss, or just trying to figure out where to go next, or just wanting to play more. It's seriously addictive, but it's also one of those games, man. It's just one of those games you gotta play, trust me. And if you have a PS4, there's no reason you shouldn't have this game. Bethesda are the masters of creating a compelling RPG experience that you'll keep coming back to, playing for hundreds of hours and barely scratching the surface. This game is great. Fallout 4 is great. Whether or not you agree with the changes they made to the mechanics or feel as if certain aspects of it left you disappointed, the game is good, and it is definitely a game that is worth playing this year. It is one of the best games to come out this year. It is truly a great game. Truly, just a wonderful game that you need to experience for yourself. If you've never played a Fallout game, now is a good time to jump in, because this one is definitely the most accessible to newcomers. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I admit that I need to spend more time with it, because I haven't even seen remotely close to everything this game has to offer. But the amount of time I played this game, and the amount of fun that I've had with it, just go to show you that Bethesda is still king. Bethesda still knows what they're doing when it comes to this crap. And that just makes the wait for the next Elder Scrolls game even more unbearable. Coming in at number 2, we have The Witcher 3. And I know, I can hear you saying, Fizz, this game is the best game that came out this year, yada yada yada. Look, okay, this is my list. This is my list, and there's a game that I enjoyed more than this game this year. This game is a masterpiece, though. I don't want to detract from that. This game is a masterpiece. Truly a wonderful RPG experience that you owe yourself to play. It's really good. It actually is. It actually is really good. And I had so much fun with this game. I would have been showing you gameplay if my computer wasn't being stupid. I can't get the game to freaking run for some reason. But it truly is a great game. Very immersive. Very in-depth. It's a very deep RPG. And that's why I don't recommend it to everybody, because some people don't like those crazy in-depth RPG experiences. Some people just kind of want a more accessible game, which is why, why a lot of people are more drawn towards games like Fallout and stuff like that, because it is a more accessible experience. But The Witcher 3 truly is magnificent. It is a marvelous game, but making it my game of the year seemed kind of lazy, seeing as how I actually did enjoy another game more than that. And that leads me to my number 1 pick. Yeah, I know. This might not have been what you would have picked for number 1, but anybody who knows me knows that this is the game I played the most, this is the game I had the most fun in, and this is definitely the most unique game to come out this year. It was given away for free with PS Plus, and it became an overnight sensation. It is basically, and I swear to God, I'm not making this up, it is basically soccer, competitive arena soccer, where instead of people and a small little ball, you use monster cars and rocket-powered vehicles, basically, to ram into a giant-sized soccer ball into the other player's net. And I swear to God, that's what the game is. It's actually really, really fun. It's just so much fun. It is just a fun, simple, but complicated game. It's easy to learn, hard to master. It is truly unique and awesome and amazing, and I just can't get enough of this game. I platinumed it just a couple weeks ago, and I was so proud, man. It took me forever. It was one of the most, I mean, a lot of people say it's easy, but there's some pretty hard trophies on that list, and I got the platinum for it, and it was just such a rewarding experience. Every game gets so intense, especially when you play with people of your skill level, and it's so great, and I can't wait for the Xbox version to come out so I can play with all my Xbox buddies. It's a great game. I know that a lot of you already have it with PS Plus, and a lot of you are not really wanting to give it a try because it seems dumb to you or something like that, but trust me when I tell you that this game, I spent more time playing this game than I spent doing anything else this year. I actually have over about 200 or so hours spent in this game, and that's a lot, trust me. It truly is a remarkable experience, and I know I'm just babbling on and on about how good this game is, but it was my number 1 pick. What did you expect? You expect me to say that this game sucks and has a bunch of flaws? Because it really doesn't. You unlock cars, you're always unlocking stuff. It seems like there's never an end to all the things you can unlock in this game. It's just so much fun, trust me, and I love this game, and that's why it's my number 1 pick. And I'm sorry, I know you guys wanted The Witcher 3 to win, but it just wasn't my game of the year. This is my game of the year. My game of the year for 2015 is Rocket League, and what a damn good game it is. So, while you're sitting there wanting to punch me in the face for not making Witcher 3 my game of the year, make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what your favorite game this year was. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay classy, guys.